we do it like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Hi, today we are going to look at basic website editing. For many of you, you'll already have had a play, but this is to really show you the fundamentals of how to create a page, how to populate that page, how to make edits, and a few little things in between. So let's start with how we actually create pages. When you first go onto your site, you obviously have a full site, your site is live, you decide you'd like to add a page. We have two ways of doing that. If you click on pages here on the left-hand side, you can see, and this is just a test site of mine, so you can see you've got different pages. If, for example, you like the expertise page, you can click on the cog and you can duplicate a page. So this is the first way. This is a really useful way of doing things because for the most part, your inner pages are going to be what you're going to copy for a new one. So let's just call it copy of expertise for the sake of this. Every new page that you create, whether it's a duplicate or whether you add a page up here, will always go to the bottom of your list. And you will see that when you create a page or duplicate a page, it pops up on your navigation bar. So there are two things that I would suggest here. The first is to set it as draft, or if you don't want to set it as draft and you know that you're going to need to do it quickly, at least hide it on all. Hiding it on all will remove it from your navigation, so you can see it's gone. If, however, you've got a few pages that you're working on, what you can do is set a page to draft, and that will not only hide it on your navigation, but it also won't be published. So there'll be no error in terms of you're working on something, you republish the site, you've forgotten to hide it. This page is hidden. It is draft mode. So that is the first way, duplicate. The second way, as you saw, is add a page. Most people will opt for an empty page. However, you can also create folders. Folders are not clickable. So they are what you will see on your navigation. For example, it could be job seeker. If you're not wanting to populate your job seeker page, you would have created it as a folder, or we would have created it as a folder for you. For now, we're going to create an empty page. I'm going to leave it as empty page. As with the duplicate, you will see that this is going to go to the bottom of the list, and there it is. So I'm going to set this one to draft as well, so that it is hidden and not published. And what I want to do is I want this to be a subpage of the copy of expertise. So this is another really useful thing. The three little dots on the left-hand side mean that you can drag these pages wherever you want. So for example, if I want this to be a subpage, under copy of expertise, I drag it under there. I might actually then want my expertise to sit under the original expertise. So again, you just drag it up and you drop it into place. You can now work on these pages to do whatever it is that you want. So those are your two methods for creating a page. Let's create a folder. So there's my folder. You're going to name it whatever you want to name it. This is going to be seen on the navigation bar. There it is, folder. And I'm going to move it up. I'm going to put it under there. And I've decided that actually what I would like is for my blog to go under there. I'd also like my FAQs to go under there. Essentially, they're all resources. So actually, I've thought, you know what? I should probably rename my folder. So these are really important, these cogs on the right-hand side. They not only allow you to publish and unpublish pages, but they also allow you to do other things. So with a folder, you can rename it, which we're going to do right now. So we're going to call that, say, expertise, not expertise, resources. So we name that resources. And now our resources are sitting underneath. We've got blogs and we've got FAQs. The other thing that's really useful for a normal page is if you look at our story, you can see a raft of different options over here. Now we've covered duplicate already. If we wanted to lock it, we could do that, which would stop you from editing it. You can republish a page here. And that is important because when you add new pages to a site, you don't really want to or necessarily want to republish your entire site. What that does is it means the search engines are going to trawl your site from scratch. So you possibly have some really good rankings. You don't need to or want to publish the whole site. So as you do pages, as you redo or change your pages, you can just hit this to republish a page. Your page URL can be changed. So for example, I've decided that I don't want this to just be called Our Story. I'm going to call it something else. So let's just say it's Our Stories. And I'm going to add the URL redirect. The URL redirect's important. If somebody's already saved your story page and you change the URL, it would come up as a 404 error. By adding a URL redirect when it comes up, they're able to still go to the same page in their bookmarks. Let's take a look at a couple of other things that are going on here. Edit your page SEO. We have an AI SEO tool, which is really important for you to know about. So you will already have had a page meta title added. You'll also have a page description already added, but this is where you can go in and change all of those. If it's a new page, you'll create them. You can set your page access. For the most part, you're going to make these public to everybody. Sometimes, though, you are probably going to want to actually have a password protected page, for example. If you are wanting to create a membership area, please get in touch with support, either via live chat or support@shazamme.com, and they can help you sort out how to set up a membership. The other important thing to note on pages is you have the head HTML. If there's something specific that is external that you want to show on a specific page, you can add it here as a script, the code for that external app or third-party software. You might also want a page not to be indexed, i.e. the search engines will not trawl it, they will not be able to find it. So you can toggle that on. So there are a few different things to actually have a look at. Most of it is self-explanatory. The important ones here are if you wanted to rename a page. Renaming does not alter the URL. If you wanted to also alter your URL, you'd need to go to your page URL. But these are pretty important. The rename, showing or hiding things on navigation, option to duplicate it, publish your new page or changed page, change your page URL, update your SEO. As often as you can, update your SEO, especially your page descriptions, because every few days a search engine trawls. They see new content, they bump you up. It's really good for your rankings. You can set your page access. Dynamic pages you're not going to need for the most part. You can set it as draft, which is important, and we went through that before. So that really is a very quick snapshot on what you can do in terms of how do you create a page, duplicate or new, what do all the features mean on here. We're going to stop that now because you've got a page. Next, we're going to tackle what can we put on that page and how do we make changes.
Like we do it, like we do it. 'Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. 'Cause no